All right, guys, thanks for coming back and checking on another video. Today, I just wanted to do a kind of a fun little comparison of the iPhone 10 on the left and the iPhone 6S on the right. Yes, this one is a couple years old now, so I just wanted to see how it stacks up against the mighty iPhone 10 in 2019. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's talk hardware here. You can see in this video right here that the iPhone 6S is considerably thinner than the iPhone 10. It's also much lighter, and you can feel that. I think most people can feel that when they hold the two side by side, especially for long periods of time. You can definitely feel the weight of the iPhone 10. I think I like the metal on the iPhone 6S a little bit better than the stainless steel and the glass back of the iPhone 10. It's the iPhone 10 it feels very slippery. The iPhone 6S does too, but not quite as bad as the iPhone 10. Alright guys, in terms of display, obviously quite a big difference here. And kind of the main selling point of the iPhone 10 is the display. And it's very nice, I will say. It's a lot brighter. I believe these are both set to 100%. Yep, they are. So you can kind of see. Well, you might not be able to see all that well because of my camera, but this one, it's considerably brighter than the 6S. And it's also the colors pop a little bit more. And especially when it comes to the whites and the blacks, the whites seem just, very bright, and the blacks are just super deep on the iPhone 10. It's a very nice display, probably one of the best out there. And obviously it's a lot bigger. Now they do that by removing the fingerprint scanner in the home button, and then also they have the notch up here, which everyone knows about. But they take out chunks and add screen up there as well too. So what you're left with is Face ID, and my experience with Face ID has been okay, I will say. It works about 90% of the time. There are times where it's very frustrating to use, and I wish I had that fingerprint scanner back where I could just press and get in really quick. Also, I don't like that you have to look at your phone, wait for it to unlock, and then swipe up. I feel like that's just too many steps to get into my phone. I know that's kind of a security issue, but it makes me wish I still had the Touch ID on the 6S. So, what you gain in screen, you kind of lose in a little bit of functionality with Face ID. Now, Face ID might get a lot better, as time goes on. Only time will tell with that, but I will say the display is very nice on the iPhone 10. On the 6S, it is also very nice, just not quite the same brightness, same color gamut as the iPhone 10. Alright, so I just want to show you guys that these are both running the same iOS version, version 11.2.6. And same thing on the 6S, so that they're on the same page iOS wise when we do this review. And we'll just start opening apps and seeing how fast they load. So we'll do calendar first. Alright, so they load about the same time there. Let's do photos. Again, pretty similar. You got to take into account that I'm not touching them. I'm trying to touch them at the exact same time, but it might be just a millisecond off here. So let's do clock. And actually, it seemed like the 6S was a little bit faster on that one. And weather. Again, pretty similar. For some reason, it has different temperatures. It's 1 degree off on one of these is right. But we'll just go back. And let's see here. Let's do maps. All right, so there you can see the iPhone 10 was a little bit faster loading up the street map. Let's go over to one of the non-Apple ones here. Let's do Amazon. So yeah, about a half a second faster on the iPhone 10. Nothing that I would say is groundbreaking. Let's do eBay. Again, about a half second faster. Let's see. So one other thing I want to try is just to load up a video streaming service like Netflix and see how fast the app loads and see how fast we can get to playing some TV shows. So we'll just try opening up Netflix now. Pretty similar. I mean, it's just a tad faster on the iPhone 10. And we'll find the same video to play here. All right, there it is, the Dexter.
Pecans, and we'll be back to mojitos and barbecues.
Yeah, when you get right down to it, I guess Ethan Turner was an accidental opportunity. Once in a lifetime.
All right, so again, just a little bit faster on the iPhone 10. You can kind of see the screen real estate, and what you can do with the iPhone 10 is zoom in like that. Now, when you do that, it does zoom in on the video, so you will occasionally get the head cut off and the bottom cut off a little bit, but you can see the screen size is much, much bigger than the iPhone 6S. All right, so one last thing I want to test in terms of speed is just a live TV streaming service. I have YouTube TV that I use instead of cable, so we're just going to load that up and see how fast we can get a live feed to play. So. All right, so the app actually loaded completely faster on the iPhone 6S, amazingly enough. So let's go to a live channel here. And I'll just do the first one at the same time so we can see how fast it plays.
Canadians, everybody Canadians, think of, everybody always excited to greet visitors. Always excited to greet visitors. Amaji spoke Cheyenne, English, and Spanish. Generous hostess, and was known as a generous hostess, providing shelter and food.
So you could see there, it was actually faster on the 6S, surprisingly. All right, so I know that this wasn't exactly a spec by spec comparison, but that's not really what I'm, looking to do. I think you can find those, pretty much anywhere. I was just trying to do a real world usage type of test and review, put the same task on two different items and see which one wins, and then factor in the cost of each item into that equation. So what I found was that the iPhone 6S is still a great option in 2018. It's just a hair slower in many of the everyday tasks that you would use it for. And actually it was faster on a couple than the brand new iPhone 10, which is surprising. So I think what you got to factor in is that, do you want this enormous display? Or are you going to be okay with the kind of a smaller, thinner phone like this one? To me, I'm just fine with this display. It's perfectly big enough for me. Some people really want the latest and greatest, and this display is awesome, I will say. To me, it's not worth the $400 price jump over this guy, but to you, it might be. But if you are considering the 6S, I would say go for it. I might end up keeping this one over and selling this one to just get some cash. I don't know, but yeah, I think it's still a great phone in 2018. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps you guys. And if it does, please feel free to like the video, subscribe. I'm going to try to come out with more videos soon. All right, thanks.